Shalom, this is me. My name is Lea Deutsch. I was born in Zagreb, Croatia in 1927. I had a beautiful life. I lived with my father, mother, and brother. I was considered Croatian Shirley Temple. I acted, sang, and danced in packed theater houses. I played my first role in Zagreb's National Theater in 1932 at the age of 5, and I played my last role in 1941. In those 10 years, I played 17 roles and was so popular that theaters commissioned plays that were written especially for me. I was one of those actresses who made people go to the theater, and I am very proud of that. I used to live with my family in 29 Gundulićeva Street. It is a 2-minute walk from Croatian National Theater where I used to go every day. This is me next to Hugo School students. They are standing in front of my building.
Lea Deutsch was a wonder child. She was the audience's favorite. She was an actress, singer, and dancer.
She played her first role at the age of 5 in the National Theater. With her great talent and successful career, she was called the Croatian Shirley Temple.
This Jewish girl died in 1943 in a wagon on the way to Auschwitz.
The first Oldenstein in Zagreb was placed in front of a house at Gundulića 29, where Lea and her family lived.
The stone was symbolically placed by the students of Hugo Elementary School to remember Lea's life.
This is my dear Jewish community. We were not religious, but we did spend holidays and time with our friends on Pamotićeva Street, where our community used to be and is still today. I remember one Purim in the Jewish community. It was March 1929. Actually, it was my first public performance. I stood in front of community members and recited a text, but suddenly I improvised the last stanza of the song and added my own. That's when I realized how people liked my little performance. This is when I got confirmation from the audience that maybe I am good at what I do. The rest is history. As I mentioned before, we were not religious, but we were a very traditional Jewish family. Both of my parents were Jewish, and even though I spent Shabbatot in the theater, we did celebrate every Jewish holiday at home or with friends in the temple or the Jewish community. Everybody was talking about the new synagogue in Zagreb. It was designed after a synagogue from Vienna and was located in Praška Street. Its architecture and size caused general admiration and praise from all the citizens of the city of Zagreb.
On this parking place once stood the Zagreb Synagogue.
The Zagreb Synagogue was the main place of worship for the Jewish community of Zagreb.
It was constructed in 1867.
This was how the Zagreb Synagogue looked like in its glory days before the Holocaust.
During the Second World War, it was demolished.
On the wall, there is a memorial plaque to the synagogue.
This is the central train station in Zagreb. History professor Dr. Ivo Goldstein waited for Hugo students and explained all about the monument dedicated to people like me, monument to the victims of the Holocaust and Ustasha regime that is standing here. In August 1942, about 800 Zagreb Jews were deported from the central station to the Auschwitz concentration camp, just like me. First, I was expelled from the theater, a little later from school, and in 1943, when I was only 16 years old, I was arrested, together with my younger brother and mother, and sent to Auschwitz. Unfortunately, nothing helped me to survive the war, neither the interventions of my theater friends, nor the Jewish attempts to transfer me to Israel, nor the fact that my parents and family members were prominent intellectuals from Zagreb. I died in the wagon, before we reached Auschwitz.